Oh boy. Oh boy, boy, boy. Am I the only one who's normal anymore? I'm trying to figure out the rest of the world, and I'm having difficulty. I got. Maybe it's me. I know I'm an oddball, but I can at least say I'm harmless. I could at least say that much. I'm trying to figure out some people. It's not even worth trying to figure out. I can't even figure out the dog. How am I supposed to figure out a person, a human being? There's something splashing around in there. Who the hell? Probably a snake. He always wants something that's gonna hurt him. We'll probably see a snake. That's my guess. Because it is hot enough. Look, he's like he's walking on eggshells. Somebody just kills a fish and leaves it out. I'm having a hard time over here. I don't get it. At least if you're gonna kill the fish and you're not gonna throw it back, why would you just leave it out and throw it in the woods or something and just leave it out there for somebody else to worry about? So I went around, I was cleaning up after the lake today, getting all the cigarette butts and everything out of the way. And somebody told me that I should leave the goose poop there, that I'm disrupting the natural cycle. And maybe that is true, maybe there is a point to that. But at least get rid of some of it, man. I'm not going to get it all. That's going to be impossible. Yo, yo, yo. Benjamin Teddy Gun. Hey, man, what's going on, buddy? How the heck are you? Just walking my doggy around the lake. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I love Ark. Where are you? I love Ark. That's a cool handle. I love Ark. I am in Pennsylvania. Ark. Pennsylvania, northeast Pennsylvania, the Pocono Mountains, my man. It's my home. It's where I live. I was cleaning up all the goose duty today, and I do it almost every day. And people are yelling at me for picking up the goose. They're saying I'm disrupting the nature cycle. And maybe they're right. Maybe you got to put some nitrogen back into the soil. I'm trying to figure out how I'm disrupting the nature cycle by cleaning up all the goose poop. I'm really just trying to make it nice for the rest of the world. But somebody has a problem with it. And they said I was annoying. They were fishing around the lake and please take that somewhere else. And I did, maybe it does gross them out. But I had rubber gloves on. I emptied a 5-gallon bucket halfway full a few times. Not going to get it all, obviously, but I'm disrupting the nature cycle. I know, right? That's crazy. So I kind of joking. I said, well, at least I'll always be busy because it's never going to end. These geese aren't going anywhere, so I have a job to do every day now at least. I'm sorry it bothers some people. I thought I was doing a good thing. But listen, I'm not here to complain. That just happened 5 minutes ago. I'm just walking the dog around the lake right now. I'm in Pennsylvania, my man. Pennsylvania hasn't been hot in a while. Today's the first. No, I'm lying. We had a couple warm days, but it's been really cool lately, so I'm really enjoying the weather over here. It's good to get out. Some dude's fishing right up there right now. Guy fishing. People come around here all the time. and I just try to make it clean. And I'm proud of it. I was supposed to have friends come around this weekend who were supposed to come up from Philadelphia. And I wanted to make it look nice for them. You know, if anybody, them. I didn't want to leave a bad impression. But they wound up not coming around anyway, so. But I don't mind. I get out there in the morning, you know, and I spend a couple hours with a 5-gallon bucket. And I'm done with it, man. By the time the sun comes up, I'm out of there. By the time it gets nice and warm. I think you will be very successful if you just keep trying the best on your YouTube channel. Well, I am trying. Thank you. I am trying. I do have a lot of live streams. I'm not sure if you're into my live streams with the fireworking. I had a live stream Thursday night with me building my fireworks. And when I pushed the end button and to see how many people watch, my best live stream ever before Thursday night, I think I had like 600 views on like an hour live stream. And I thought that was great. I was like, yay, man, 600 views. People were really getting into my thing. But then just the other night, I had 7,000 views doing the fireworks. So they must really love that. So, and that's what I'm going to try to do. I had 7,000 views in one night. So I'm going to do a little bit more of making the firework. I couldn't believe it. It knocked my socks off. I really couldn't believe it. I upload a lot of shorts, Benjamin, and they're doing well. My shorts usually do pretty well. I have a benchmark where I set for myself. I want to get at least 1,000 views a day. That's my benchmark. And I'm meeting that goal pretty easily. On a good day, if I upload, so say I upload 7 shorts, I get like 7,000 views, man, in one day. So I feel like I'm doing fairly decent at this YouTube thing, but I appreciate your inspirational talk. And I'm hoping to get more subscribers. I'm up to 845 subscribers. I think once you hit 1,000 subscribers, things change a little bit then. So, I don't have any really long videos that are over 3 minutes long. I'm lying. I got like 3 or 4, but they're not doing that well. I did one of me teaching people how to do the Rubik's Cube, and I did a couple origami videos that were like 8 minutes long, and a bunch of young people like that, man. The Rubik's Cube did fairly decent. And the origami, but a lot of my shorts are sort of comical. You know, I sort of have like a joking personality. And that's what I'm really trying to do. Let me read here. I have a new channel and I subscribed. As soon as I saw many people on the stream, I felt bad. Let me read that again. You want me to subscribe to your channel, I think. I'm new to this channel and I subscribed as soon as I saw how many people on the stream. I love more number of views than nudity. At least you are trying to do something. I am trying. I don't think people see eye to eye to certain things. I try to have a positive attitude. With the YouTube thing, while we're on the subject, I think I have a good sense of humor. Bizarre at best. Maybe people are laughing at me, but I normally seem to get a chuckle out of my comments. At least people are laughing. And they appreciate my humor. So, but yeah, at least I'm trying. And what I'm trying to do is turn people on to my bizarre personality. Because I know when I'm around my friends in bars, or not bars so much, are you trying to be successful at it? Well, I don't think it's ever going to pay any bills or anything, but I love the attention. I am trying to be successful at it. I'm not holding my breath waiting for YouTube to cut me a check for $1 million. I'm not, realistically, if I make $5, I'd be happy. But that's like really the last thing on my mind. The most important thing for me is to spread my bizarre sense of humor and to make other people laugh. And I think I'm fairly good at that. I was good in school. People sort of gravitated toward me, and that's what I'm kind of trying to do. It's a little weird, my personality. What is your main content? Well, mostly it was just I've only been doing this about 3 months now. And for the most part, it was just me and the dog walking in near rivers, in heavy woods. Where we're walking now is in my I live in a rural area, so I'm only like a quarter mile from my house. But I am in the middle of the woods still. There's not many houses around. There's no paved roads. But my content is mostly me and the dog, me kind of joking around and just going back and forth with people who are willing to talk to me. I love Ark. Is that a dog or a goat? It kind of looks like a goat, doesn't it? It's white, right? And you probably never heard of the breed. It's called a Catahoula. He's around 100 pounds. He's my baby. I love him. The dog's really the star of the show. It's not me. I think if it wasn't for the dog, nobody would even pay attention to me at all. But then I started noticing, I love Ark, that when I started making my firework videos, my pyrotechnician videos, because I'm an amateur pyrotechnician, then that's when it really started taking off with the live streams. When I hit that finish button and I saw 7,000 views, it knocked my socks off. I couldn't believe it actually happened to me, that 7,000 people are actually paying attention to me making fireworks. I couldn't believe it was real. So I'm continuing that avenue. And I never thought that would even be interesting, but it seems like a lot of people want to learn how to make fireworks. Anything doing that gets the audience on the hook. That's true. That's true. But again, I'm trying to do like have my bizarre sense of humor in there and teach fireworks at the same time. And that seems to be doing the best. But also, I'm going to do a lot of live streams with just me walking the dog, because then I know a lot of my subscribers, when they tune in, I know them on a first name basis. I actually look at their channel and watch their videos because I want to learn what they're into to maybe give me a better idea of what sort of material I might want to put out there. So I have quite a few subscribers that I know on a first name basis, and we go back and forth all the time. And we'll play games. They'll teach me acronyms. You know, I was never good at acronyms. They're teaching me laughing my ass off, LMLA or something, and all these other acronyms that I never knew. And we play games. What kind of food do I like? What's my favorite color? What's my favorite month? And I do that. They want to do that back and forth, and I enjoy doing that. So I'm going to just keep plugging away at it. I love you, Ark and Teddy Benjamin. I'm going to keep plugging away at it and see where it goes. But in general, I just want to spread the joy in general. Because even though I'm bitching today because some dude yelled at me for cleaning up goose poop, which I'll never figure out. Even though I'm a little bitchy today, I'm usually joking around and I'm in a usually giddy mood and always laughing and telling stupid jokes. I even wrote a bunch of jokes down, but that didn't work neither. I was telling jokes at one time. So, what year did you get the glasses? I never went to a doctor yet. I don't have a prescription glasses. I go to like a Dollar General and get like 20 pair. So I have like 2 pair in the bathroom, 2 pair in the car, 2 pairs probably sitting out here in the woods somewhere. I got like 2 pair in the shed. So I don't know. I never went to a doctor and got prescription glasses, and I should. It hasn't affected my driving yet. If it starts affecting my driving, then I'll go to a doctor and get a real prescription. But I started putting glasses on when I was around 50 years old. So that was 14 years ago. I had difficulty reading. I was a plumber for a long time, and I noticed when I was under the sink, I couldn't, when I was in like real tight spots and I was looking at like U-bends and S-bends and P-traps and all that I couldn't even see the threads. So I noticed that around the age 50 years old that I started needing glasses. So does that answer your question? I am so sorry, but I have to go phone. Okay, we'll see you, man. Oh, 13%. Hey, you'll get 5 more minutes, Benjamin. You don't have to be sorry, bro, man. I love you just for tuning in, man. And I love ARC. So, yeah, man. I'm up for talking about anything. You know? I'm always coming up with something to talk with. Oftentimes, I can make people laugh. They seem to love my bizarre personality. I have this little shtick where I play doctor, and all my subscribers are my patients. And I make pretend they're sitting on a couch, and I delve deep into their mind, and I probably give them the worst possible advice I could ever possibly give, and I don't think they take me seriously. At least I hope they don't. But that's one of the games I play. I play doctor. And all you guys are my patients. But then I ask for you guys for help. Then I complain about my mental health. A lot of times I'll open up my show, I'll sing the Three Stooges song, and I'll explain how I'm really 2 people, because there's 2 people in my brain. And the one dog, so that's another person. So I start off with the Three Stooges, you know, like dun 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 dun. That's how I start my show. Because you're really getting Three Stooges is what you're getting. See how my bizarre personality, I'm starting to go off in this direction now. And other times I'll start off my shows singing like Alice Cooper, like, welcome to my nightmare. You know, I'm trying to give you your money's worth. I'm trying to amuse you guys. And for the most part, I think it's working. A lot of people like my bizarre sense of humor. And I also go off in other directions. I see a lot of wildlife. Let me read some more here. What's the difference between Jesus and the picture? Okay, I love jokes. Wait a minute. I know the punchlines to everything. What's the difference between Jesus and a picture of Jesus? What's the difference between... Okay, let me think about it for one more second. Jesus and a picture of... I think I know every joke, but that one... Go ahead, tell me the punchline. What's the difference? See, I got to be careful with my jokes, though, because I have a lot of dirty jokes. So I got to remember that, you can't tell dirty jokes to, like, the whole world. So I'm waiting for a punchline. I love ARC. A picture of Jesus takes only 1 nail to hang. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Now, listen, a lot of people might get upset over that, man, but I like that one. I like that joke, man. I love that joke, as a matter of fact. But you tell some Catholic, I'm Catholic, but you tell somebody who goes to church every Sunday or something, man, they'll get pissed off you tell them that joke, but I like it, man. I think that's a great joke. You got any more? What's the difference between a beer? Okay, this is getting... I'll let you tell the dirty jokes, but I'm liking them. What's the difference between a beer and an abortion? Let me think about this. Something about a head. Something about the head. Okay, go ahead. What's the punchline? What's the difference between a beer and an abortion? It's going to be something about the head of the beer, I'm guessing. Oh, my phone's ringing. And I'm not answering a private number. I don't answer private numbers. Difference between them. I never forced my girl to have beer. Okay. That's okay. Well, actually, it's pretty good. I don't know any people that force anybody. I'm not answering private numbers. You show your number and I'll answer. If somebody's trying to call me with a private number, I ain't answering that. It could be a bill collector, man, or I don't know, Homeland Security or something, or the FBI. Not that I'm doing anything against the law, but you don't want to show your number, I ain't answering. Here it goes again. I'm not there taking the call, dude. If it's that important, you leave a message. How do you like that? I'll play that game all day. Show your number and I'll answer it. So, we got any more? Why did the chicken cross the road? All right, I know a million punchlines. First of all, let me tell you the joke that I made up that I actually made a live stream of. I was driving down the highway and a squirrel ran out in front of me, and it just got out of the way in time. The car behind me almost hit me. But the joke goes, did you ever drive down the road and a squirrel runs out in front of you and then it either skirts across or it turns back real quick? Okay, so this is how my joke goes. Why did the squirrel cross the road? And the punchline is because it wanted to play chicken. Okay, and I made that joke up on the spot. I was driving down to get some gas and a squirrel ran out in front of me and I made that joke up on the spot. So it seems like me and you are on the same page here a little bit because, okay, so I told you the answer. All right, so let me see your joke. What's your joke with the chicken? Let me, give me a number and I'm going to run a check. No, it's coming up private, dude. If I knew the number, I might answer. It's coming up, says private. Because you started because, and you spelled because a little funny. That was the chicken joke. I don't get that one. Some jokes I don't get. B-E-A-C. B-E-A, Berkuz. I don't get that joke, dude. Try another one. Did you like the joke I made up, though, about the squirrel? Why was the husband offended with the cockroach? Man, you got jokes I never heard of, but let's go. All right, why? Why was the husband offended with the cockroach? Something about, let me think. Something to do with cock. All right, something to do with cock. But maybe I'm wrong. Go ahead, what's the punchline? Because the cockroach made her scream more than the husband. Ah, ha, ha. That's pretty good. Yeah, they're okay. So far, that first one was the best. That first one I really liked the best. Let me think of a joke real quick. You could tell me another joke, but I'm going to try to think of one also while we're going along here. All my jokes are... all my jokes are dirty. All right, here's a joke. If a guy gets a vasectomy and a girl gets a hysterectomy, what's it called when a girl wants a sex change? I'll say it again. If a girl gets a hysterectomy and a guy gets a vasectomy, what's it called when a girl wants a sex change? I'll wait a couple seconds if you don't know it. Okay, addictomy, because a girl wants a sex change. Vasectomy, hysterectomy, addictomy. That was my joke. That was a good one, right? How about, do you know Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubin? You know why he got arrested, right? They caught him in the movie theater, waxing the carrot, that dude, Pee Wee Herman. Do you hear he's opening up a dry cleaners? Yeah, they hung a sign out on the front door. He's naming the place, Drop Your Pants and Jacket Off. That's a good joke, right? That's a pretty good joke. I knew you would like that one. Sorry about my appearance, but I laugh. So let me try to think of another one now that we're on jokes here. But I gotta keep them clean here a little bit. Okay. A guy meets a girl. Let me read your joke first. I asked my girlfriend what her birthday was, and she said March 1st. So I went left, right, left, right. Okay, that's a clean joke. That's a clean joke, man. So I could tell that one. I might copy that off you. The exorcism is when a priest takes a ghost to a child's body. Reverse exorcism is when you take the priest out of the child's body. Okay, see, I can't tell jokes like that. I'll get kicked off of YouTube, all right? But they're good jokes. That's another good one. I like that one. I definitely like those. That was a good joke. Let me try to think of another one here. You're welcome, Ben. You guys are welcome. This is fun, man. Now I'm having fun. Let's go sit over by the lake a little bit over here. We'll tell more jokes. I just had one, but then I forgot it. Oh, man. Okay, I remember now. Guy meets a girl, and she takes him over her mother's house for dinner, and then they're at the dinner table, and she goes, "Excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom." And then the mother goes, "Listen, my daughter probably doesn't want me to tell you this, but she's got a problem. It's very serious. She's really got acute angina. That's a heart problem, acute angina." And the guy says, "Well, I hope so, because her boobs are lousy." Okay, so that's a good joke, right? That's a good one, right? You hardly curse that much in that one. My dog wants to go back home. Just when I'm having fun, the dog wants to go back home. I start having fun with you. What do you call a man with no body and no nose? I don't know. What do you call a man with no body and no nose? I'm going to try to figure it out. But tell me the punchline. What do you call a body? Nobody knows. Another good one, dude. These are good, clean jokes, man. Do you mind if I steal them from you and tell them to like some of the other people, man? I'm going to steal your jokes, dude. They're pretty good. And they're clean. Wow. I like this, man. We're on the same page. How about, let me try to think of another joke. Homeless guy's on the street, man. He could barely even speak English. It's just really bad. And he finds, let me see. No, can use them. No, I can't use them. All right, then since I won't steal your jokes, then. So she got angry and yelled, "Explain this." No, you can't use them. All right, I'm gonna move on with my joke before I forget it. I already forgot it. All right, homeless dude's on the street, comes across a lantern, and he rubs it, and the genie pops out and goes, Genie says, "You got 3 wishes." So the first wish was, I want to be like a respectable person. Then the man pointed out their kids and said to her, "Now explain this." I must have missed the first part. She got angry and yelled, "Explain this." Let me go back a little bit. There's my neighbor behind me. Oh boy. He's going to come up to me. Hey, Joe. Oh my God. Just when I'm having fun, I got to go. Listen, when I come back on, dude, I'll chat with you guys. Man, I'm having so much fun, man. I got to go.